Today's video is brought to you by Zool and Vigo, official couch warmers of Bert the Stormtrooper Reviews.
Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be opening and reviewing the Transformers Studio Series 86 GNAW. This is brand new and starting to hit stores right now as of the time of this recording. It is a deluxe class figure and it retails for approximately $20. So here we can see the Studio Series 86 packaging. Again, we've got that window box right there, pretty big window box showing us the contents within. We can see GNAW right there. We can see the top of the SHARKTICON head right there. Again, I haven't opened this figure yet. I don't know much about it, but it looks like there might be some parts for me. We'll just see when we get there. We've got some really cool artwork of GNAW right there in his robot mode. Of course, the robot mode is the mode that we saw them in the least. Typically, we saw them in the SHARKTICON mode. So, we'll see that when we get to it. Over here on the side, 86 with GNAW again. On the other side, 86 Studio Series GNAW one more time. He is a deluxe class. And then finally on the back, we've got the big screen inspired scale detailed backdrop that is also going to be included in the packaging. And we've got some product shots of GNAW both in his robot and in his SHARKTICON mode. I didn't know quite what to call that, beast mode maybe, but anyway, that mode. And then of course we've got 17 steps for transformation. So that is about it for the packaging. Let's get this guy opened up and check it out. And here we have GNAW out of the package and shown with everything he comes included. And I absolutely love this toy. I have been having so much fun with this little guy, but we'll get into that in just a moment. So GNAW here, he comes with his sheet of instructions. Again, it's a good sheet of instruction. It's easy to follow. It's very well illustrated, but he's also very simple and easy to transform. He also comes with his background, so we'll go ahead and set him off to the side for the moment, bring this in. So again, if you have room on your display show for this kind of a thing, there you go. There's the display background for him, so you can set up some sort of a scene or diorama or anything like that. I love these ones from the animated movie. I have been keeping them all. I'm not displaying them because I don't have the room, but I have been keeping them in case I get to do something with them in the future. These are really cool. And then finally, he does come, you get the figure itself, and you get two accessories. You get the hand weapon right here, which is very similar to the original. Come on, focus. It is not focusing. This is very similar to the original one that came with the G1 toy. And then, of course, you also get the mace slash tail right there, which is already attached to the figure itself. There was a little bit of assembly required. The fin was separated, so you have to put the fin onto the back piece right there. And then the headpiece, as you saw, let me pop this off right here. This did come separated inside of the package. All you have to do, there's a T-piece right there, and then there's a slot right there. So all you have to do is line that up and slide it into place, and you are done. And then you can go ahead and just pop that right into place right there. And now, of course, because I'm doing it on camera, I can't line it up right. And there you go. That's pretty much it in terms of assembly and all of the accessories that come included. Now, GNAW here is absolutely precious. Check him out. This is such a cool little figure. He's so ugly that he's cute. I just find this guy absolutely adorable. Here in his SHARKTICON mode, he's approximately, the body itself is about 3.5 inches long, and then the tail, you can make it anywhere between 5 to 6 inches depending on how you pose it. In terms of height, he's approximately 3 inches tall, but again, you've got the legs here, so you can pose him and you can actually like bring him up and make him a little taller if you want, or bring him down, make him a little more squat. So it's completely up to you. Very cool. Let me show off real quick what you can do with the weapon. So you can mount the weapon in the shark mode, which is kind of weird because it's not a thing that really ever happened. This is kind of the equivalent to me personally as the weapon mounting to a vehicle mode. It's kind of dumb, but it's here if you want to use it. There is a tab on the side of the magazine right there, and there's a little peg hole right there on the side of his body. So if you want, you could have a shark with a freaking laser beam attached to his forehead. If you wanted to do that, I think it's kind of dumb. It's there if you want to use it. Let's set that off to the side. Let's take a look at Gnaw here because, again, he is so stinking adorable. I think this guy is just so absolutely cute. Check out all of the molded detail on this guy, and the use of colors is absolutely perfect. The dark grays with the light grays, and these kind of almost like I don't know what to call this, a lilac? It's like a pinkish purple, almost a very light purple, and then you got the teal blues in the back here. Very nice use of color, makes it look very close to the original G1 animation that we saw in that Transformers 86 movie. It's not exact. Some of the dimensions are a little off, and that's because of the transformation and whatnot, but it's really, really close. I think it's the closest that we've ever gotten the screen accurate on a SHARKTICON. Really, really, really cool. This has been said before, the arms up here on the side of the face kind of limit the posability. It would be cool if it might have looked better if the arms are mounted here instead of here. That might have worked a little better, and also if the arms could have moved out, in and out, that would have been a little better. But going all the way around, yeah, very cool. You got all the scales right there on the back, all the fins, all the little fins and scales right here on the tail itself. Not a whole lot of robot showing, really. Even the head tucks away in. So this is really cool. When you open his mouth, you can move his jaw up and down. I guess we'll start getting into articulation. So you can move the bottom jaw up and down, and the top jaw can also move up and down. So you can open this as much as you want. And then the back of what is going to become the robot head right there is tucked in so that it looks like there's a saw blade coming out of his mouth. Really, really cool. If you look underneath him, you can just barely make out. The head does tuck in. Let me move this out of the way. So the head does come out. And when you go to put him back into the shark mode, you're going to tuck it in all the way like that. So it almost completely hides it. If you peek in right there, you can almost see his eyes right there, but it does a pretty, I mean, you know it's the head, but it's not blatantly showing. It doesn't have like that showing visible face or visible head syndrome. So I think I think that's a pass right there. The arms are on pins, so you can move them up here at the base, and you can also move them at the elbow. The fin moves. That's really more for transformation than anything else. And then the arms, or rather the legs themselves, can move at the base of the leg right there, forward and backward, all the way around, in and out. You can rotate them at the thigh. You can bend them at the knee. So that does give you quite a bit of posability. And you can also move the tail. The tail does move up and down at this hinge right here, and you can also rotate it right there. So there you go. Very cool, very adorable little dude right there. So let's get into transformation. Back him up just a little bit and focus right back again. Again, super simple with the transformation. We're going to start right here with let's just kind of get the legs out of the way, get the tail, pop it off, set it off to the side. And we're going to take this top panel up here and just kind of unpeg it and move the whole top of the shark up and over and just kind of move them forward like that. Take this fin and rotate it around. You can go ahead and take the arms now. And you can just kind of put these wherever. I just kind of bring them down like that. I give them a little bit of a bend right there and just kind of leave them right there. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to go next? Go right here. So the feet are tabbed into the body. Can I rotate this yet? No, I cannot. All right, so what are going to be the robot feet are tabbed in the inside of the shark body right there. So just go ahead and pull these out and straighten these out. There's that peg hole is tabbed into that peg right there. And we can go ahead and bring the heels out. So bring out the leg, straighten it out, bring the heels out. That's going to allow you to move this out of the way. And now you can take this entire top half here, spin it around. I love that. That is so cool. And then we can go ahead and straighten out the legs, come back here, bring this piece all the way down. These tabs are going to go into those slots right there. And that's going to lock into place. Move the arms down. We can go ahead and reach in here and bring the fists out. Now, when you go to tab this into the back of the body, there are two pegs back here that you want to look at. So this first, the more obvious of the pegs, that's not the peg you want. This is actually the tail right there. If you look, there's another peg down there with a little bit of a cross shape to it. That's the one you want. You want to take that peg and peg it into this port right here. So you're going to kind of just look underneath right here and kind of see where you're going, what you're doing, and tab that in right there. That's going to line you up perfectly. Straighten him out just a little bit. Bring this bottom jaw all the way down. Bring his head up. It's on a kind of a double hinge right there. We'll take a look at that a little bit closer here in just a second. And there is Gnaw, if we can get him in focus. There he is, in robot mode. And here in robot mode, he stands approximately right between 4.5 to 5 inches, just under 5 inches tall. And again, he's so squat and dumpy and just absolutely adorable. I know he's supposed to look mean and intimidating, and he absolutely, utterly fails at that. I think he looks absolutely adorable, this dumpy little dude. Love him. So yeah, just kind of going all the way around. Not a lot of kibble, the expected amount of kibble for his design. You've got the back of the shark right there with the fin pointing up, and you got the top of the SHARKTICON head just kind of standing or resting right there on the back of his shoulders. And that's really kind of about it. Not a whole lot of hollow bits. You got a little bit of hollowness right there on the back of the shins and on the inside of the arms where the fists tuck in. Other than that, pretty solid little figure, fun, easy to transform, and fun to fiddle with, and just an absolute charm to have on your shelf because he's so just stinking adorable right there. Looking at articulation, head is on a ball joint, can move up and down, and he can turn side to side. You got that double hinge to work with right there. Shoulders, these are what used to be the SHARKTICON legs. So shoulders can move forward and backward all the way around, in and out, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow. No rotation at the waist, nothing at the wrists. The legs can go forward that far, back that far, in and out. Rotate at the thigh, bend at the knee. You also have this additional bend at the ankle right there that was there for transformation. And you've got an ankle tilt. However, the ankle tilt does break up the feet a little bit. So, you know, that's something to take into consideration right there. Now, in terms of weapons, you can knock him over just like I did. We can grab his mace and we can give him his tail mace weapon right there. And then, of course, you can also give him his laser rifle. Freaking laser beams. And there you go. There is Gnaw all ready to fight. Very, very cool looking figure. I am absolutely loving this figure. Again, I've had this guy on my desk now for a couple of days, and I've just been having so much fun with him. A couple of comparisons. Here he is with the Quintesson from the Siege line. And of course, we're also going to bring in the Alicon so we can kind of see the whole team together right there. See how these guys look like together. And again, he fits right in. All of these guys fit right in with each other, and they look fantastic together. Take these guys off to the side. We'll do two more comparisons. Here he is with Cup, attempting to give him an Energon goodie, and Hot Rod looking on right before they get attacked by a whole swarm of these guys. I wish I could buy a swarm of these guys, but I am not going to. But there you go. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, like I said, I have been absolutely loving having this figure on my shelf for the last couple of days. He's fun to transform, and he's easy to transform. So he's a real joy to just have on your desk and fiddle with him. And he just look. I might get another one just to have one in robot mode and one in shark mode, because I love both of the modes for this guy. And he's an army builder, so what the heck, right? He looks fantastic in both modes. Easy to transform, fun to fiddle with, and just an absolute joy to have on my desk here, and an excellent addition to my collection. So I think that about does it for the Transformers Studio Series 86 Gnaw. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got a donate button up there. If you want to hit on that, I certainly would appreciate it. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.